Hello and welcome once again to my side of YouTube. This is Luther574, and within this video, I'm going to be talking about Steven Universe and the movie, and what I believe what might happen if a new series of Steven Universe happens. So, within the movie, within the Steven Universe movie, we got a time skip of Steven as he's 16. And in the original series that we've seen him in, he was 10. Yeah, he was 10 throughout the whole season up until the movie comes out and he's 16. So there's a whole lot of stuff we haven't seen him go through that he's actually somewhat actually managed to uh, how do I say, was able to master, I'd say, or just improve the usage of how he uses his gem powers. And so, Steven Universe. Steven himself, he is a half human, half gem hybrid. He is not just a gem, he is a diamond. So, the whole idea is Steven himself is basically an alien and human. But within the movie, there's a whole lot of stuff that has not been really touched upon. As you watch the movie, you see that there's a whole lot of stuff that hasn't been. You feel like there's a whole lot of stuff missing. Like Spinel has this huge injector. Where does she get this injector? And straight off, easily just saying, "Oh, so you're the son of Pink Diamond." Spinel herself has been spending 16 years on like a planet, well, a intergalactic garden to just. Spinel was ordered to stand in one spot, which was where a garden, Pink Diamond's garden, and was ordered to just stand there and do nothing. Just wait for her to come back. And she doesn't come back. She goes to Earth. She meets Greg. She pretty much just turns into Steven. Well, gives birth to Steven. Yeah. So that was something that really easily confused me. I was like, how does she know what a sun is? Most of the other villains or just other gems that Steven had to deal with that wanted to kill him just because everybody thought he was Rose Quartz. He had to die, or whatever. Everybody just thought in general that Steven Universe is Rose Quartz, and there's nothing more to it. He was Rose Quartz pretending to be a human. So, how is it that Spinel was easily able to say, okay, this is the son of Pink Diamond, when the whole deal with how gems are made is they were born out of the ground. Basically, there's these injectors that just stab right into the ground, and there's these things called kindergartens and depending on what it is that it's like uh, injecting into the ground. It's like feeding the whatever material it is that they want to produce. I guess there's like things that can enhance uh, amethysts, that could enhance jaspers. So how is it that Spinel is able to say, yes, this is the son of Pink Diamond, I must go and kill that person? Because even though it's not actually Pink Diamond, she, and it gets to the point at near the end, she says, I pretty much just came to a far out planet to kill strangers I don't know. Why is it that Spinel knows exactly what humans are and exactly how their genetics work, exactly how it is that humans make babies? Why? Is there something that we don't know about the Spinels? Because Spinel isn't just a name of the character, it's the name of its gem. So, what is a Spinel? Is it just the name of the character? Or, like, what? Is there an actual. Because I never really bothered to search up the material Spinel is made from. Because every character is basically called Jasper. Jasper is a gem. Ruby is a gem. Sapphire is a gem. Rose quartz, that's a gem. A diamond is basically a gem. Well, yeah, gems, diamonds. A diamond is a higher grade of gem that pays more than just a gem. But yeah, even if there's like fusions and they have names, it's basically like garnet. Garnet is a gem itself, but combined of ruby and sapphire. So if garnet is the name of a gem, could it be that, I'm just going to get out of this topic and just go into the topic I wanted to go into. So, like I was saying, in the movie, there's a whole lot of things that were not touched upon, and it felt as if the movie was just like incomplete. The movie made me feel very off put. Like, yes, it was a very good movie, and I had a whole lot of times where I just had a smile across my face. I'm just like, I'm in love with this movie. It was so, even though there were times that it made me feel like a bit like, really? But the whole uh, fusion between Steven and his father, Steg, he's one fucking beefcake. I'm sorry for my language. He is a beefcake. Most definitely. Number one on my uh, fusions list, Steg. Best of best of the best. Thank you and you're welcome. Yes. So my idea of what might happen if there will be a new series of Steven Universe, it's actually gonna end up being like, what was it called? Dragon Ball Super. Because in Dragon Ball Super, they didn't really go off of Goku and Vegeta already had the powers of Super Saiyan, of the God, of the Super Saiyan God. They had to work up to it. Yeah. So we had two movies of Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball: The Battle of Gods, and then Dragon Ball: The Revival of Frieza, which ended up with him having a golden form, which will actually put him on par with a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, which is basically a Super Saiyan with blue hair. So the blue hair is basically the mastered Super Saiyan God Ki. But enough with Dragon Ball Z. But the whole idea of Dragon Ball Super was they started from a point that they didn't have no knowledge, that they had no knowledge of Super Saiyan God or Beerus, or the fact that Frieza will be revived and will have a new form. It worked itself up to where one movie was, and then worked its way back up to another point from where the movie set in. So, if anything, if a new series of Steven Universe pops up or is decided on being made, it would just be. So, this is what I think. The creation of the new series of Steven Universe will be showing an episode, the first episode for season, I think 6, because I think 5 was the end point. Season 6, first episode, will probably end up being the rejuvenation of everyone actually being healed from the diamonds. The diamonds take their farewell with Steven Universe and the crystal gems, and then goes off to Homeworld. They go to Homeworld. Everything on Earth is settled and set, and it gets to the point where, who knows? Within the movie, like, a few a YouTuber I watched mentioned that in the movie we haven't seen where Jasper was or where most of the other gems were, or the fact that Bismuth had a new form, which she wasn't wearing their original garb they had during the 5th season. So something could have happened, like the whole thing that they brought up was there's a possibility that after everyone was healed, Jasper just like didn't bother to talk to anyone and wanted to try and make up with Lapis instead. Because within the movie, uh, Bismuth was BFFs with Lapis and Pearl. No, Lapis and Peridot. And since Peridot is besties with Lapis, Peridot is besties with Lapis, there's a possibility that when Jasper tried to make up with Lapis, Lapis probably didn't want anything to do with it. Like, I'm telling you exactly everything that I heard from a YouTuber I watched. And there's a possibility that what they said could actually may happen. And because of how Jasper was when he first tried to make up with Lapis, he seemed very off-putting, very aggressive. So, as he said, Bismuth is somebody who would stand up for his friends or just her friends, and would hear Lapis say no to Jasper, and Bismuth being the person that she is, uh, would probably think that get away or no one time would be enough, and someone would be respectful enough to just stop. And if things were to escalate, a fight between Bismuth and Lapis, I mean, Bismuth and Jasper may actually happen. And because of this happening, they might actually both be poofed. Jasper being bubbled, and Bismuth recuperating as a gem just to come back reformed with the new garb they had in the movie. And a whole lot of other things that happen for Jasper. I mean, Lapis and Peridot to be best friends with Bismuth. Because even though Bismuth was already super easy to get along with almost everyone because of her personality, and not Lapis, because Lapis, it takes a whole lot for her to really become friends with almost anyone. But like I said, if anything were to happen for the new series of Steven Universe, it'll just end up being like Dragon Ball Super, where it goes from an episode up to the point to where the movie would happen, and then on and on. And then the possibility of the foreshadowing that I forgot his name, but it was the guy who did Keep City Weird blogs, I think. He ranted about the Sneeple, the snake people, who was running the government. And then there was a whole theories about how Sneeples were people who were other life forms of aliens that the gems and the diamonds were trying to fight, were trying to like deal with. But if not, then hey, Spinel was one stepping stone for Steven to realize there is no happily ever after. You're always going to have to keep moving on and keep working to keep everything safe and better. To keep everything and everyone safe for the better. And if it wasn't for Spinel coming to Earth to kill Steven, knowing that Steven wasn't actually Pink Diamond, yeah. But anyway, this has been Luther574. I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to, you don't have to. If you enjoyed this video, hey, press that that like button. Wait, they got rid of the like button. I already said give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. What I wanted to say was, if you enjoyed my video, and you probably want to see more, subscribe so you can probably see the next video that I'll probably post probably 2 or 3 years from now. Because it takes a very long time for me to really find out things that I want to make videos of. But anyway, this has been Luther574. Bye-bye.